and thanks for staying with us. The Acting Controller General of Nigerian Customs Service speaks with members of the press in Abeokuta in Ogun State on happenings around the Nigerian Customs Service. Also on customs report, the Assistant Inspector General of Police in charge of Zone 2 speaks on customs relationship with members of the Nigerian Police at the port, plus more reports. I am Egiseme Etinye. Stay tuned. The Acting Controller General of Nigerian Customs Service was in Abeokuta, Ogun State, to display some goods seized along unapproved routes in Ogun State. At the briefing, various contraband items like used tires were impounded by members of the Nigerian Customs Service. He took time to answer questions from reporters present at the occasion.
Smuggling is an evil. It portends very grave danger to our economy, not only to our safety, security, but also in a way they also help to prevent us from getting revenue to run the development agenda of the government. So we have identified with that vision, and we are motivated to support this cardinal vision of government. So if you look at the policy advisory document of President Ahmed Tinubu, there are very, very conspicuous reference to the determination to allow the growth of our local industry, to boost exports, to make locally produced products more competitive. And there's no way we will achieve that if we allow indiscriminate and illicit dumping of goods that were not properly imported into the country. We drew attention to the grave use of cannabis sativa, commonly known as marijuana or Indian hemp. This psychoactive drug is derived from the cannabis plant and has seen a concerning rise in abuse within Nigerian society, especially amongst our youth and, of course, some adults. We highlighted the ingenious tactics employed by those engaged in this nefarious trade, including smuggling through our land borders. They also utilize creeks and even resort to smuggling through our air routes. We reaffirmed Nigeria Service commitments to protecting the society from entry of these harmful substances and ensuring the safety and the well-being of all Nigerians. Today, we are delighted to report that our commitment to our citizens remains steadfast as we fulfill our statutory obligations and shield our beloved nation from the scourge of illicit drugs. Our officers' relentless efforts and dedication in Zone A, especially that of Ogun Area 1 Command, have borne some dividends, leading to the interception of these drugs that we have just seen and used pneumatic tires and vehicles laden with 50 kilograms bags of foreign parboiled rice, as we have just seen. Let me just take you through some of the details of these significant seizures. Between September 18 and September 30, 2023, officers of Ogun 1 Command intercepted and seized 1,436 pneumatic tires, 53 sacks, and 569 parcels of cannabis sativa, weighing a total of 1,179 kilograms. Additionally, during this period, the command operatives also apprehended a total of 3,149 bags of foreign parboiled rice, each weighing 50 kilograms, alongside 32 used vehicles used for the conveyance of these items, which we just saw packed over there. The value, in terms of duty paid value, of these seizures amounts to an impressive sum of 241,977,900 943 naira. These seizures were executed at various points and locations in the command around Ogun State, and they include areas around Papa Ajegunle, Ilaru Road, Imasai Joga Road, Ijebu-Ode axis, and Odogbolu Bush Path along Ijebu-Ode Road in Ogun State. It is important for us to highlight that these seizures are a testament to our renewed determination and strategic deployment of both human and material resources in line with our new enforcement strategy. Our commitment to protecting Nigerians from the audacious actions of daredevil smugglers will therefore remain unwavering. As I conclude, I want to reaffirm our dedication to our duty and pledge to ensure that all Nigerians' safety and well-being will continue to remain our focus. About things that you do, you need a very good understanding of the structure that you have. So we pitched that there are certain things that we needed to do about our structure. The zonal structure is one of them. We felt that we needed to give more power, more bites, more authority to our zonal coordinators and the officers in those places. We need actually to put the right people in the structures that we have created. So we had a new management team. We re-energized the team. We got approval from Mr. President for us to reconstitute the new team following the exit of the former Controller General. And then we moved down the line after that. You know, we now have to look at the area commands, saw the opportunities for us. You know, some controllers moved up, they became ACG. Those places were vacant. So we needed to rejig, you know, what we have in the commands and try to put the right people in the right places. And in doing so, we made sure that we look at two things. First, merits, competence. You know, from what we have seen here, this officer deserves this kind of strategic posting. The second one is fairness. We tried to be fair to everybody. We wanted to give as many people who have not had the opportunity to be area controllers before, to have that opportunity to be in charge of an area. You know, those who have been area controllers for a long time before, we can now benefit from their wealth of experience in other spaces while we open up some new places for new controllers.
You are watching the program Customs Report. The Nigerian Customs Service has started promotional examination nationwide. The promotion will enable transparency in the service. According to the management, the promotion exercise will also promote career growth in the service throughout all the formations in the country. In the northern axis, the Acting Controller General of Customs in charge of Zone B said the exercise will help the system to grow. According to her, the exercise will further develop their skill of custom officers in the country.
It will help improve the performance of the officers on their job. Because when officer is working, you don't promote them, they get disenfranchised and they don't have that spirit to keep working. If you are working and you're not being promoted, will you be happy? You won't put in your bed. The essence is to lift them to their next level so that they can perform optimally. The conduct of the officers, the JAM that conducted the exercise.
The Customs Area Controller in charge of Katsina Command paid a working visit to the governor of the state. He told the state governor that the service will continue to implement government policies in the area of trade and the fight against smuggling in the area.
We in the custom, as part of the security architecture, will do our best to make sure this is sustained, the temple. I have visited all the security heads. First I did army, police, immigration, president, all the people except Air Force, which I'm going to take them tomorrow. This is in the spirit of collaboration, synergy and cooperation. But we all agree with me, globalization has its own disadvantage. light arms, transporter crime, drug imports into our country. Nigeria is now a transit and user too. So we have to up our game to make sure that we attack this canker war.
The state governor has this to say to the customs area controller in Katsina.
I assure you that Katsina State government will give you all the necessary cooperation and support to allow you to function. And I'm a very friendly governor to the Nigerian custom. Let it be on record. And then we also want to continue this working relationship. And I believe we are a game changer. And the game has started changing in a positive direction.
The Assistant Inspector General of Police in charge of Zone 2 in Lagos, Ogun State, has said that police posted to the port will continue to promote security matters while customs will perform their duty as respected by the Constitution. The IG said that the police will continue to maintain security matters in the country. According to him, the police cannot perform custom duty at the port.
Like you are all aware, the police work is all about partnership. It's all incorporating and it's all about you and me coming together to fight crime. The police cannot fight crime alone. And that is why globally or universally it has been acknowledged that no single head can do it alone. But with partnership, you can achieve to a large extent a greater height. And no wonder, therefore, one of the dividends of democracy in Nigeria today, I want to say, is the coming of community policing that has to do with the police and, of course, members of the public coming together to sit down like this and brainstorm on issues affecting their own community. You can imagine that if there is no such forum, I don't think we'll be sitting down like this. So what we are doing here is already community policing in action. So here is, why community policing? So many reasons can be adduced for that. One, it brings members of the public and the police together. Two, community policing is problem solving. If you have a problem and you sit down alone, brainstorming how to go about it, you alone cannot even know how to go about it. But when you sit down and you're able to bring one or two people together, bring the police that are covering your area together, I am sure laudable ideas will come up in the course of your discussion. And of course, solutions will be proffered. And that is why they say, the white man says, problem shared is problem solved. Community policing also brings about development. After all, businesses can only thrive under the atmosphere of peace and tranquility. Why is Apapa the home of economic activities today in Nigeria? Why is Apapa the commercial nerve center of not just Nigeria but Africa? Because there is peace here. And that is why we are all seated under the mango tree. And of course, enjoying this part of the day here. Assuming there is no peace here, can we be here? No. That is the benefit of community policing. And once there's business, there's bound to be development. I want to say on that note, my office will continue to partner with all of you here. We'll continue to relate with one another as friends. Where we have problem, we don't have any other place to run to. It is you we will run to. And where you have problem, you too do not have any other place to run to. You run to us. And then we see ourselves as brothers and sisters that are partners in progress. And that progress will take us to a greater height. I want to assure all of you that I also got to know that some of my men from Zone 2 are also troubling your various locations in the course of your doings. Under my watch, under my leadership, you have a friend to rely on. It's only when you approach me with your problem. If you do not approach me with your problem, there is no way I will get to know that you are indeed in trouble and that you need my assistance. So for whatever it is, Dr. Nebuna is here. Is your capable leader, your capable president, and your capable patron, and of course, your founder. And I'm sure he will not let you down.
While the founder of NAGAF also speaks more on customs operation at the port.
Having done that, I took it from there. We have been with him from all these areas he has mentioned, from Denton to DCP Ops, out to commissionership in Rivers, in Delta, anything that has to do with police matter. If it's what we cannot handle, I'll call him up and he will intervene. And our friendship is not because we are involved in criminality. Our friendship is flowing because this compound abhors criminality. And I'm aware and I'm sure, aside from his own experience, that the area officers here who are present here, I can see, will tell you that this compound, the gates is always open. And there was never a day police came to this compound and arrested them. If you want to be a friend of the police, you have one simple thing to do. To understand the need to respect the law of the land, the constitution and provisions. And that's how you can be a friend of the police. For those who want to be friends of the police because you are involved in criminal actions and you want that protection, you are not their friend. Because the way you can support a person in authority is to do the right thing. And that's the only way I think I've been able to make NAGAF people to understand that if we must succeed in our journey of liberation, we must engage in professional standards and respect the rule of law. So, celebrating Mohammed is for who he is within the period under review. His competence is not in doubt as a professional officer. For me, this compound is a compound that belongs to Almighty God. Any person with good mind that steps into this compound, whatever you see, you cannot separate the Nigerian police from the entire society of Nigeria. But what you need to look at is the number. Even in the homes, you have many children, one or two might be somehow. And so you are bound to contend with that. So what's the storyline? We had a day to inaugurate NAGAF at Mobi Pegasus, and we are duly registered at the Corporate Affairs Commission. Unfortunately, probably born out of greed or whatever you may call it, our sister association wrote a petition to discourage the inauguration of NAGAF I was invited by the area commander then, Asambala. And when I came, he wanted to know what NAGAF is all about and to what extent is it known to the authority. I'm talking of registration and the corporate affairs condition. I did explain, and he demanded the original copy of the corporation. I brought it out and gave to him. I've not met him before. He made a copy and called for the file where we applied for approval in terms of police protection. And he signed it in defense and wished us the best. I was about leaving his office, he called me back and said, young man, your people are against what you want to do tomorrow. And they came to me with a lot of money. But I am an officer of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and I'm holding the Constitution as a police officer. My duty is to protect the Constitution of this country. Now I have seen the certificates. Go ahead and inaugurate NAGAF tomorrow, and I will be there personally.
The Nigerian Agricultural Quarantine Service has disposed over 850 pieces of intercepted donkey skin worth 16.5 billion naira in Kebbi State. The zonal commandant has this to say. While the controller in charge of Kebbi Command said that the customs will continue to intercept donkey skins, he gave a strong warning to would-be importers or exporters of donkey skin to desist from the acts of smuggling. Just before the end of this week's edition of the program Customs Report, we brought you a report of Nigerian Customs Service, where the Siege of Customs was speaking to members of the press on happenings around Nigerian Customs Service in the country. For me, Igeseme Engineer, thanks for watching.